Hey my friends, this is Joseph. I just want to do this quick podcast because people always email me like how they can really stay grounded in the times that we live in, because obviously things are happening in the world here and there. We don't always see the good stuff, and we usually see the bad stuff, and that creates anxiety. It changes your frequency, your vibration from happy, driven to motivated, all the way down the spiral of more despair, being ungrounded, being worried, and being anxious about the world that we live in. Now, in the same notion is so important to get grounded again and to be able to put your attention of your mind, your thoughts to what is powerful, what is right, and what is good, so you can actually make a positive difference in this world. Because when we begin to join together as one, we will let go of the conflict, we will let go of differences and see that we are one, and that we can connect with one another, we can transcend and transform those fears and those doubts and those worries to something which I would say is love, which is compassion, which is wholeness, fulfillment, and really being connected to one another. So with that in mind, I want you to remember this. In July this year, no, in fact, it was in June this year, I created a hypnosis track. In fact, I created 2 hypnosis tracks, one day version and one night version, totally for free, which was all about world events. So if you are experiencing worries and doubts because of the world events that you experience or what you see, do not give in to the fear. If anything, this is your time to come together with yourself, come together with those in your life, and to become stronger and take on what needs to be taken on. So please go ahead and listen to either episode 326, which is the day version of the World Events. It's actually called World Events Day Hypnosis Session, or episode 327, which is the World Events Sleep Hypnosis Session. So in other words, you go to sleep listening to it, and it's going to make you feel more grounded, more at one, and be able to learn and grow. So remember, I'm here to support you and help you in any way, and if you know anyone who is experiencing the fears and the doubts, feeling paralyzed because of world events, please share those 2 episodes. Just get them to download the app, get them to download the podcast, and then get them to go to episode 326 or 327. In fact, any one of the podcasts is going to help. They're for free, right? So share them, help people. Let's come together as a community so we can actually enlarge our world to one which is more of peace and more of contentment. And let's get our life back to where it needs to be so we feel congruent and aligned in where we're heading. You are so powerful. And in times of doubt, this is where you turn your attention to yourself so you can build yourself up and be an example of what can be done in this world. So be the example, be the change, be who you need to be, and let go of those worries and doubts in episode 326 and 327 when it comes to the world events. So feel free to share this. This is for you. This is for anyone who's going through a struggle, okay? So I'll speak to you all soon on a future episode. Always know that you're loved, that you are one, and at the very least, you know that I believe in you, and you are so powerful, and you're going to make it, you're going to create it, you're going to be able to create and build the life that you desire and deserve when you put your mind in the right place. You see, now is our time together, where as a community, as a group, and even though we may not have met in person, maybe we will never meet in person, but what I believe is that we are connected in some way. The fact that you're listening to me right now means that you are ready, that your mind is open, and that you want something to change in your life. And the chances are you want to be able to help people. You may want to let go of your issues. And sometimes these events just shake us to the core. But it does not have to be that way. In times of our deepest struggle, in times of these situations happening in our life, it is so important to reflect on what is good and what is right. You see, in times of these struggles, there are helpers at the very same time. When bad things happen, there are people out there trying to correct it, try to helping the situation, there to support those who are hurt or injured, trying to give love and to go beyond the duty. In fact, it is a duty to us all to become more and more ourselves. Rather just being that product of life, the product of that one event which shakes us, it should cause us to wake up to our potentiality. And I really believe that. I think our dark shadows within us, our issues in our life, they can keep us paralyzed or they can enlighten us to what is good in our life. They can be our biggest instigators. They can be the thing which drives us forward as a community. And even though we may not have met, I do believe, as I said, that we are connected. And if my thoughts resonate with you, if they make an impact in your life, utilize them. Listen to each and every single one and allow it to be your wake-up call to each cell in your neurology. To take responsibility for where you are in your life and where you're heading. To take responsibility of your focus. So rather just focusing on what is bad in the world, what is not good in the world, what is bad about yourself, what is not good about yourself, begin to reflect on what is good and what you can do in this lifetime of yours. Over the last few years, I've really been concerned about legacy. You know, the type of thing that we're going to leave behind in the future. And that is why I'm so driven to help as many people as possible, because I want to leave behind a legacy. And we choose what is our legacy. We can be the legacy of what is broken, what is conflict, what is not going right. We can be that example. Or together, we can choose a legacy which is driven and purposeful. So I urge you and ask you to consider, even about all the things that you want to achieve in the world, what is the one feeling that will get you, that it will give you and allow you to experience? Not the material things, but the material things will give you on the inside. Maybe it's peace, maybe it's love, maybe it's passion, maybe it's purpose. And then your job is not to focus on the materialistic things or the things that you want as a goal, but the byproduct of that goal, the feeling, the emotion that you feel, that will give you the bliss, which will give you the happiness to make bigger changes. And just put your attention on that one feeling and do as much as you can to feel that feeling, whether it be listening to music, watching inspirational movies, whether it be listening to this podcast. I want you to now begin to tap into something deeper than ever before, to tap into something more profound than ever before. This is your opportunity to make a difference. This is your time where you can make a decision where it'll actually empower you forward. And it's all within you. You see, we may feel broken, we may feel conflicted, but deep down, we are always whole, we are always connected to one another. Yes, it is buried, but we can uncover it. You have the ability, you have the potentiality to make this life a great one, to allow yourself to reflect on what is wonderful. So begin to ask yourself, now is my time to shine, is it not? Is it my time to make a difference, to wake up to what is good and what is right? And if you feel this is something that you want, you feel as if you resonate and you realize that even if I just believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself, make that conscious decision to just go for it and do what has to be done. And once again, if you need help, go ahead and listen to this. If you know people who need help, share this. There's no obligation to pay for anything, it's just to absorb and learn, and there are so many people out there who need it more than ever. Remember, there are those 2 hypnosis tracks. They're all there for you, and it's only on episode 326 and episode 327. I believe in you. So let's go ahead and make this happen, my friend. Let's go ahead and create the world that we want to be a part of. As a group, as a team, as one. I'll speak to you soon. Many thanks and goodbye.